loose. I just be dripping in cool. I just be tripping in news. Kick it with goons. I just be smoking the fumes. I just might fly to the moon. I just get high like balloons. I just be out making moves. I just be sipping that juice. I just be spending for loose. I just be dripping in juice. I just be wet like I'm pools. I just don't care about no rules. I'm just a far with a tool. I just be killing you news. All of my guns, yeah, they blue. Fortnite, I'm getting a loop. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Switch, caught it lit. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Switch, caught it lit. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Brenthel Industries here, and Gravel Kings is jumping into the 6100 class. This is by far the most competitive class in all of off-road racing right now. Pretty exciting to have them in it. Everything is spec on these trucks. If you're wondering what means 6100 or what is spec. The motor is spec, the transmission is spec. The rest of the truck is pretty open to the builder. It's really exciting because the trucks are so evenly matched and we get to tweak on them as best we can to make them as fast and fun as possible. We are up to, we're working on number 48 right now of the new spec trucks, and that's our Gen 3 and 3.5. Yep.
And with every single model, we make them better and better and better. We never stop improving. So just because you have a Gen 3, a 3.5, every single one gets a little better, whether it's maintenance, performance, fast, they get better every time.
I believe we have a total, I haven't looked at the numbers lately, but right around 120, 130 vehicles we built to date.
Yep.
We are here with our Championship 2022 6100 spec truck. This truck is special. It won the BITD Championship as well as the Legacy Championship. We're excited because Gravel Kings taking ownership of this thing, and they are going to bring it into 2023 looking for those same results. So Gravel Kings has been in the off-road world for a little while here, and they've been in the 1450 game. So they decided to get with Brenthel Industries and go from there. We are a one-stop shop. So one of the reasons they came to us is we're able to offer everything. We've got pit services, fuel, prep. We can maintain the entire vehicle here and hopefully make it easier on them. So this is our newest Gen 3.5. We needed to get this truck a little bit lighter and a little bit faster. So we did exactly that. We got a little bit more horsepower out of it. We changed the rear third member, made it 18 pounds lighter. The transmission has less drag. The torque converter has a better stall and a billet torque converter on this one. The air intake, we got another 18 horsepower just out of the way we routed the plumbing on it. The coil packs and the spark plugs. So this truck is the top of the game right now, and we've proven that by going and winning Laughlin. Winning, I think, 3 out of the 5 races in Best in the Desert, and same with Legacy. The truck has absolutely killed it this year. All right, one of my favorite things about our race trucks is our swing set steering. And if you see down here, that's these billet parts. And what that does as a driver is, a normal is a rack and pinion that goes back and forth in a straight line. This is a swing set, meaning it goes in an arc. Why it goes in an arc is to get bump steer out of the travel throughout the entire suspension travel. What you do as a driver, it reduces the feedback that goes from the tire to the wheel. You're not feeling it jar your hands. Most people say, oh, drive like this when you drive off-road, because it's gonna rip the wheel out of your hands. That is not the case in a Brenthel Industries race truck. We've designed it so the bump steer is gone. Put your thumbs inside, feel confident, and drive the piss out of it. A lot of the stuff we've done on the trucks over the years is become with billet parts. We'll walk around some of the billet components. Why do you make a billet part? One, it's just badass. I mean, who doesn't like a billet part versus a welded part, right? Second, they are stronger, absolutely, and they maintain perfect concentricity throughout the part, right? A welded part can be really difficult. You build it, and what happens is it warps a little, it tweaks, and then you've got to remachine it, go back, ensure the fixturing's right. But a billet part, it's easy. You don't have to worry about that at all. It's perfect every single time from one to the next. This is our new 2-inch drop upright that lowers the truck 2 inches in the center of gravity, yet maintains the same amount of up travel. That's the billet upright you're looking at right there.
Is by moving to billet from weldments, is it's let us, one, create parts faster, stronger, and we can really get them out the door fast and have spares for guys that are out there racing them. So we have a lot of guys who come, let's say they prep the trucks either on their own or here with us. We have spares on the shelf. You give us a call, you have a part number, bam, it's out. That really helps out a lot. With a lot of the billet stuff like these trailing arms, we've been able to eliminate cracks and welds, fatigue, and the parts last a lot longer.
And these trailing arms are really hard. They warp. They're over 60 inches long, right? So keeping those perfect when we used to weld them, not to mention they used to take almost a month to build a set. Now they just pop out of our CNC machines that we have in-house. So that's pretty cool. Next we move on to our rear end housing. All our housings are done in-house at Brenthel Industries. We make them right here. So we brought you over to a rear end that is out of the truck. It's just a little easier to show you what we're looking at and some of the billet parts that we've got here. You look at the brake caliper mount, perfectly straight, keeps it nice, easy to make. Bump stop pads, and then your lower link mounts. All TIG welded housings all the way across. Everything you see at Brenthel Industries is done here in-house. All the chassis are made identical, right? They all come off the fixture plate, all off the table. So every part fits from one to another. Your lower control arms, your upper control arms. If you want to put an impact mount, they're all going to fit from one to the other. Brand new chassis coming together. It's quite the assembly line. They go from tubes that we cut here to the fixtures onto a rotisserie where they get fully welded 360, and then over here to tabbing. A lot of people ask, how long does it take to build this truck from scratch? There is 2,100 hours in building a brand new race truck. We pump out 15 to 20 new trucks a year. We've got 45 guys here, so it takes an army. One of the other little things that we do is seat sliders in all the trucks now, right? So many people get into a truck and it's different from driver to driver, and it's a lot of work to change out a seat in the middle of the desert. So you got a nice little button on there, just like driving your Ford F-150. All right, so the trucks have a 100-gallon fuel cell. They are approximately 95 gallons of usable fuel that goes all the way down. Now, a lot of people wonder, one, how fast does that take to fill up during a pit stop? Well, to fill that up during a pit is right around 30 seconds. We use a pressurized system that goes in. The other thing a lot of people want to know is what kind of miles per gallon. Yeah, it's not your average Tesla. It's not a Honda Civic. 2.5. And at some races where it's really sandy, we're actually down to 1.8.
A lot of other features that we built into this truck are bedside mounts and body mounts that are easily removable, and they are not custom. So when these trucks come in, if you bang a fender, you roll over, all of these body mounts, as you can see, easily get unbolted. We have them on the shelf. We have dozens on the shelf, so you ship them right back out to you, you bolt them on, and there you go. You know, back in the day, it was custom fabbing a tube hanger for a bedside, and that takes time. And the main thing about racing, right, is you want to get the truck back together so you can get out racing and you can have fun. So we've made stuff like this a lot more efficient, stronger, and we've even been able to utilize, like right here, we have our spare fluids. We have our body mount here. It doubles as a side step, and your body bolts right into it. It also is kind of like a rock slider and protects your exhaust. Some of those areas where you're either in like Johnson Valley for KOH or in Baja up there in the goat trails, just kind of protecting your exhaust and stuff like that. We've got a lot of stuff going on in here. We have carbon fiber dash. That's standard on our vehicles. We have each capsule, so they're easy to maintenance. GPS, we have a dash on both sides. That way the driver can see what's going on, and then the navigator can actually control it. We have our new intake going down the center, so we get more airflow, and we have our big, huge radiator on the back. One of the things we build into a lot of our trucks is also redundancy. For instance, fuel systems. On the back here you can see we have wide, we have redundant fuel pumps. So there's 2 fuel pumps, 2 filters. That way if one has an issue during a race, it's automatically going to switch over for you and you don't even know you have a problem. It will alert you on the dash, but just kind of a redundancy. As far as spare parts, we carry multiple spare items on the truck. They're really things that you can change when you're out there on the course, you and your navigator in the truck. We've got drive lines, an upper link in case there's a rollover, power steering pump, starter, and that's pretty much it. But those are the redundant items that'll let you keep going if you have an issue or you have a wreck out there in the dirt.
Roy Tomkins will be driving this truck. He coming from 1450 class and having lots of success, and hoping the 6100 class, giving him a championship truck so he can go kick some ass.
For those that don't know Roy, Roy's spent a little time up in Pikes Peak doing some of the hill climbs up there. He's done a number of racing in different aspects of the world in the last, I believe it's 20 years or so. So we're definitely looking forward for that experience that he brings from those other ends to 6100 to help us move us further forward
Move that
and
needle.
hopefully keep us
Right.
up there at the top.
That's right.
Exciting.
All right, thank you everyone for coming out. Thank you Jonathan, Jordan for showing us around the truck here, showing us your facility, everything you guys do. Thank you for being a part of us and having us as part of your team. We look forward to seeing
We're ready to give you that success.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, lots of 6100 races this year.
Yep.
We're working on our schedule. We want to hit as many of those as we can. So
We're there
see
to
what happens.
We'll be at all.
We'll be at all of them.
I know you guys were talking earlier. You said like 40 races or weekends.
We're going 40 weekends a year.
Yep.
For every race there.
Races, free runs. Yeah, we'll
But
be
you
there.
know what?
Shows, the
End of
whole
the
nine
day,
yards.
if you love it,
Yep.
it doesn't. It's not work.
That's what I keep telling them.
بسبوسة عاشق بسة ويدلعها بسبوسة بسبوسة عاشق بسة ويدلعها بسبوسة يلحقها من بيت البيت ويقول اعطيني بوسة يلحقها من بيت البيت ويقول اعطيني بوسة بسبوسة عاشق بسة ويدلعها بسبوسة بسبوسة عاشق بسة ويدلعها بسبوسة يلحقها من بيت البيت ويقول اعطيني بوسة يلحقها من بيت